Hello everyone, it's Dawn here from Dawn's Inspirations. I just thought I would come along because I've had a couple of messages from some people in the US and also a lady in Canada asking how they can make one of these pocket sized brag wallets, but they don't have English A4 cardstock. Okay, and it is really very easy. Okay, so I know in America and in Canada you have what's called letter size, which I've had some messages which is measuring, and I've cut a piece of 12 by 12 down here. So your letter size out there is measuring 11 inches by 8.5 inches. So I've cut myself down a piece of A4 ready. Oh, I don't want to cut any more off that, Dawn. Anyway, right, okay, so I've cut myself a piece of A4 ready, and I'm going to bring my scoreboard in and just show you how you do exactly the same. Okay, so I'm on the inches side of my scoreboards. Move my cup of coffee away there. So you'll have seen on the original video that I've used UK A4 cardstock, but you can quite easily use your US letter size or even cut down 12 by 12. So if you go to the link at the bottom of that video, this will bring you to my website, and if I go back I'll show you. So if you go to my website, just bring this up, so the link's on there. So this is my website. So if you go on free tutorials, which is there, and then you'll see all the free tutorials just keep going and going and going. So we go on to the pocket size brag wallet, and you will notice this time that I have also got the video on there, but also all these measurements. Okay, and this is why you can quite easily do this with this. So let's follow the measurements that are on, or the instructions that are on my website. So it says on my website, let me just bring a score tool in, take one sheet of A4. Well, I've got your sheet of letter size, and on the long side, so you've got your long side at the top of your scoreboard, you're going to then score, I'll bring that in there so you can see, probably it'll shine with the light as well. So it says you're going to score at 2.5, and 2 3/4, and you're going to score at 9 inches, and 9 1/4. So that's exactly the same. You're going to do your quarter turn. So you're now on the short side, and you're going to score at 1 3/4 inches. You're going to score at 2 inches. You're then going to score at 6 1/4 inches. And 6 1/2 inches. So it's exactly the same as UK A4. What you will notice is you've got slightly, well, you've actually got 1/4 of an inch longer on this side, but this will make absolutely no difference to making the wallet. Okay, to start with, you've also got one side that is longer to the other on here. Again, this will make no difference at all to you making the wallet, and I want to show you why. Okay, so it doesn't matter that one side is slightly longer, because it's all going to get covered up. So now let me bring in my scissors. So the next part says to trim away the corners. So let's trim away these corners. And this is what I'm saying, the instructions, the videos there using the A4, but all the instructions are over on my website. So please use them, okay? And it means this still works, because you're not you're not scoring and turning around and doing the same score measurement, so this will still work. Okay, if you did it on 12 by 12 it would still work. It doesn't make any difference at all. So I just thought if I pop a little video up you will see how. So take away the 4 corners like we've done in the first video. Okay, you're not going to need those unless you want to die cut anything out. And then just burnish these score lines. Okay, I'm just using, as I say to you, I'm here in the UK, so what I've done is I've cut down a piece of basil 12 by 12 cardstock for this, just so you can see the difference. Again, making sure everything is level in your wallet as you go. Now you will notice that one end is bigger than the other, but that is not a problem either. I'm going to show you how we're going to overcome that so everything fits. Okay, it is hard when doing projects like this, trying to show people with the size of paper that I've got here in the UK, knowing that my videos go all over the world. I'm absolutely blown away by it still, I must say, and it's lovely that you get in touch with me. So you can now see you've got exactly the same as you would on the original video. Now on the original video, the piece that was measuring 2.5 was our top flap. So the 2.5 piece was this bit here. This was our top flap. So if I just bring my ruler in, one of these will be 2.5, and that's this one. So this is going to be a top flap. So this is the one, the bigger one out of the two, that you need to now put your corner rounder on. This then means the pattern paper sizes I've given you will also fit. So that is your top one. Okay. So then if we go down and read the rest of it, it says about you need to cut 3 pieces, but it says cut your other piece of A4 to 3 pieces that measure 4 1/8 and 6 1/4. But it doesn't matter if you're not using A4, you can use 12 by 12. So I've got my 3 pieces here. Okay, so these are the 3 pieces that are going to attach to the side. So let me do that with you as well. So let's attach these on. So let's start at the bottom here actually. And for quickness, I'm just going to use a bit of double-sided tape. Okay. Give that a burnish down. Okay. I've been absolutely thrilled with the amount of you that are enjoying the pocket brag wallet and the uses you're finding for them. It's lovely in lockdown that crafters are sending pictures to family and little notes, and it's also nice that some of you are thinking ahead of Christmas, you know, because again, get ahead with those Christmas gifts. So that is going to go on there. So that comes up there, and if you've got a little bit of gap over, which I did say to you, I've got a bit more of a hair's breadth there, but just trim that off. That's done. So that's our bottom flap. So now let's do the side ones. So hopefully now that you can see, even by using US letter, if you follow the instructions that are on my website, it all works perfectly. And then that will also mean that your pattern paper measurements will work absolutely fine as well. So let me just snip that off out the way. But I thought if I did a quick video, it will help some of you visualise what I'm trying to say when I'm writing comments to you. I know a couple of you commented on my YouTube video, and I said to you that as long as you follow the measurements, you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, which you've done. In fact, I'm going to bring this over this way. Okay. That's the textured side. No, I was the right side. Because I'm using Basil or American Crafts card, you can see you get that little bit of a texture. And I was trying to make sure that's fine. So that's another side. So now we'll do the last side. And then I'm going to bring the original one in so you can see that the pocket, like it all is exactly the same size. But if you do the US letter like I've shown you here, because you know we had one side that was wider than the other, it does not matter because you're covering it with exactly the same size of the card as long as you follow the measurements that are over on my website. Okay, so I've tried to make it as easy as possible for you all because I want as many of you as possible to enjoy this and to send these to people. You know, I know around the world now a lot of people are on lockdown still. Some are starting to lift theirs a bit, but you know, let loved ones know that you're still thinking of them. Get the kids to write some little notes and add photographs for the grandparents. It's just a great way of doing one of these, popping it in the post for everyone to share. I've got a friend of mine, her dad's in hospital at the moment with Covid-19 and she's struggling a little bit. So I sent her one of mine because obviously she's not in, she wasn't in a good place to make one. So I sent her one of mine so she could fill it with some photos to send into hospital for her father. And she was absolutely delighted when it came through the post. So there is the base of the project, made exactly the same but with A4 letter. So you can see on this side, this is your shorter bit and that's your longer bit, but you're covering it. And then if I bring in the finished project, you'll see that you're going to cover it then with paper, so you're not going to see that at all. Okay, so if I lay the original down that we filmed, can you see it's exactly the same? Okay, so that is how to make your pocket, your brag wallet pocket book with US cardstock. Very easy to do. So remember, pop over to my website, Dawn's Inspirations. The link is at the bottom of the video. And if you go down here where I've said I've used A4 card, you can quite easily use your US letter size, your 8.5 by 11. But just make sure you're doing your scoring correctly and you're cutting correctly. And it will all come together exactly the same as the ones we're doing here in the UK. Okay, so hopefully that's made that nice and clear for you. So I'm Dawn McPhee from Dawn's Inspirations. So if you're in the US or Canada and doing it in letter size, click the link of the original video and go to my website for all those measurements on the pocket style brag wallet. Thank you all for watching and see you very soon. Bye for now.